Hi, loves. Lav here. Welcome back to another video. I know I didn't post one last week, but here we are. Welcome in, and I hope you are all having a lovely time. Um, I know it's been a while. I hope you are all doing okay, and I hope you are doing absolutely wonderful. Well, it's been a few months or weeks, but it's fine. Either way, I hope you are all doing okay whenever you are listening and whenever you are here. And I hope you are all very comfortable. Yeah? If not, you should get comfy and just enjoy yourself as you sit here. Yeah? So grab whatever you are choosing to lay with, be it a pillow or a blanket or even a cute little plushie. Either one works, and that is perfectly okay. It is absolutely okay. For example, I have my cat here with me today, even though you can't see her, that's fine. But as long as you are okay, imagine you are wherever you choose to be that on a nice warm beach, hearing the crashing of the waves, or on the floor in a little spot of sunlight. Yeah. And I hope that sunlight feels warm and cozy. Or if you're with your blanket, just all curled up. Yeah. I hope you feel that nice, beautiful warmth, and it just makes you even more comfortable. All right? Yeah, that's it. Look at you, all comfy and cozy wherever you are right now. Yeah, that's it. Just feel that nice warm hug from wherever you are as I read to you. Yeah, and I believe, well, my hand is in my face right now. I apologize. But here, I believe we are going into chapter 1 of my personal project, and that is going to be In Love and War. I hope you have been enjoying thus far, and I hope you are doing a-okay. All right. And I know you've probably been taking the time throughout this, but I hope you take the time to just make sure you are comfy and you are open in your space. And yeah, without anything else in the way, I am going to go ahead and start reading. All right. Limon sits up in his second floor apartment room and shakes his head. This again? They mutter as they lay their head in one hand. It's been years since that happened. He rolls out of bed with a sigh. He looks wearily over his dresser on the opposite side of the room from him as he reaches his arms up to stretch. He is met with a knocking on his apartment door. Groggily, he yells to the visitor, "Who is it?" He drags his shirt over his head lazily, letting the scarlet crew neck hang around his neck. The soft giggling behind the door catches him off guard, his hand freezing above the doorknob. Siren? He mutters softly, remembering her gentle voice, which he hasn't heard in years. Guess! Immediately recognizing the voice of his girlfriend, Liram. He's suddenly filled with guilt as he opens the door, smiling warmly at her. Welcome home, love, he chuckles, swallowing the knot in his throat and tugging his shirt over his exposed torso. She pushes herself into his open arms, almost bringing the two to the floor as she wrestles for his embrace. I know, it's been far too long for me to be away, but familial duties call. She huffs as Lemon holds her head to his chest, her soft brown hair tickling his gut as he gently plays with it between his fingers. I wish I didn't have to leave so frequently, she lets out a sigh. Lemon follows up with a soft chuckle as he picks her up and carries her to the couch. He plops down and Liram lets out a squeak and clings even tighter, not expecting it. Clearly. After much laughter and Lemon calming her, she looks up and decides to speak. Have you checked the news recently? She asks before pecking his chin with a kiss. He shakes his head. No, I've been avoiding it, he states shortly. Your friend is... She isn't my friend. Lemon sighs. I have asked that we not speak about this. He continues, trying to keep his voice steady. I know, but... Then seemingly in Lemon's favor, bang, bang. There is a loud pounding on the door. Lemon grunts as he slips out from under his partner, and she watches and begins to shift, the leather of the couch and the pillows beneath her rustling softly. He clenches his jaw as he opens the door to see a tall, light-skinned boy, too frail to be considered a threat to him, clearly. Hey, love. Stay there. Lemon shouts back without turning around. His body tenses as she walks up behind him, clearly disregarding his warning. And really quickly, before I continue, I do want to make sure that you are all comfortable, yet again. And if you are not okay with mentions of abuse or harming another, I hope that you click away or skip ahead. I will be putting a timestamp into the description of the video so that way you can just skip right past it. Alright? Good. Of course she would, he thinks with a quiet sigh. Tristan, she starts with evident surprise before quickly ducking behind Lemon. Turning back to the disheveled man before him, Lemon puffs out his chest. Lirum, Tristan's nasally voice and red eyes allude to that he had been crying not moments before. You don't get to speak. Lemon interrupts. She doesn't even wish to look at such a sad sight. He grabs Tristan's collar before continuing. Not after what you did to her. The small man laughs. Like any beta deserves to speak, the wench! This time, he isn't cut off by Lamont's tone, raising his voice. Instead, he chokes as his head connects with the wall behind him, leaving a crimson trail along the beige wall as he slumps down. Sleazy trash bag. He sighs, turning around to Liram. As the door closes, he sees her sniffling behind him, tears streaming down her cheeks in the soft light. Hey, easy, Lyra. They pull her close and sit down with her. Let's get you to the floor. The plush carpet spills up between his splayed fingers as he lowers himself. Slowly and quietly, she nods and drops exhaustedly into his lap. It's over now, my little liar. She nods slowly, receiving the nickname with a weak smile. You don't have to fear him. Now, you have a big, strong me to protect you. He chuckles. If anything, I think I may be your pet. Well, He blushes as she softly giggles with a sniff. No, you said it. I own you. She smiles, wiping away her tears as she rests her head on his shoulder. Her voice is so soft, but at least she can speak sooner this time. Lemon silently thinks to themselves. Would my little liar like ice cream? She immediately perks up. Please? She quickly shouts, wiggling back and forth excitedly. Within a few moments, they are downstairs conversing happily as if Tristan had never appeared on their doorstep. As they step outside, the sight of a ragged old man who looks a few steps off the path of sanity grabs their attention. They understand a few words, with his shouts rising triumphantly. The world is ending! The end is nigh! He shouts at them as they quickly step past, ducking their heads. Is he always out here? Liram asks, upset, still somewhat new to the area. Only on days that matter, Lemon jokes. At this, Liram perks up. Today matters? She inquires. My love, every day is important when I'm with you. Lemon quickly replies, making Liram beam with joy. You're such a flirt, she teases. Keep this up and I'm gonna have to be beating people off, guys and girls alike. Lemon chuckles softly, draping an arm around her waist as she speaks. The honey in her words eases the guilt and frustration out of their body as they hold her close. As the two draw further away, the bustling of the street and the sound of their feet on the brick path drown out the old man's pleas and screams. Well, I do hope you will all let me know what can be improved or what I can do better. And I hope you all had fun tonight. And whatever you do after or during, or even if you end up doing something later this week, I hope it goes well for you. And I will be back soon to make sure you are A-okay and keep reading to you again. Though I would like to find something to read other than just my own book, but don't really want to get struck with any copyright things or anything like that, seeing as royalties and whatnot, but that's fine. Perhaps I can find something a little older to read and later on. But anyhow, like I said, with that, I will bid you all a good night and sweet dreams or a lovely day.